A local history project has been completed that will preserve the memories of our past for everyone in our community. Wendy Hamilton is on the Spearhead Committee. Wendy, can you tell us about this project?
Well, basically, it's videotape conversations with local citizens. And the whole concept is as simple as the fact that the digital technology exists. So why not go out, sit down, have a videotape conversation with an individual, and then find a way to keep those videotape conversations so that they can be found by anybody, anywhere, right through into perpetuity.
Now, how can people access this material? What are some ways that they can watch the videos?
Well, we're really excited that we've just recently penned an agreement with the Public Library, and it's now official that the Sault Ste. Marie Public Library is the keepsake archive for all of the oral histories that are collected. So people can find them by going to the Public Library catalog on their website and searching for names or oral histories, some keywords. There's going to be lots of subjects that are based on our local history in which they're going to be able to find individuals, and that will take them directly to the full interview online. And I believe also there are DVD copies that are archived safely at the library if people would like to come in and ask for those.
What are some of the examples of some of the people that you have as the interviewees?
Well, we began because of Kathy's interest. Kathy is married to George Chinook, and the Chinook family is very closely associated with James Street in the immigrant history pre- and post-Second World War. And so we began with West End wit and wisdom, but that very quickly has evolved into, we recently interviewed the Pine family in Garden River, Shimwakonsa's direct descendants. We've interviewed Lulu Kenda, we've interviewed Jim McIntyre, former mayor, Alex Harry, former mayor. We've interviewed people like Ed Houston, simply to talk about growing up in a particular neighborhood in the Soo. It's been a real cross-section, and we're also collecting interviews with all of the people who managed to live to 100 plus, because that's what you need to do with something like this.
The great thing about this project is it's going to be available to everyone, everywhere. So if someone is originally from Sault Ste. Marie, but say they live out of town, they'll be able to access this. How will this help people such as writers and people interested in the history of Sault Ste. Marie?
Well, we're ensuring that all of these interviews are also kept in their raw digital files, which is not as simple as it sounds, because digital archiving is it's a constantly evolving thing. So it's a lot of work in terms of the videographer and how we're managing to keep these. That resource will be there, because there's nothing like the first person sharing that story in their own personal lives, in their own personal words.
Well, I believe that history is important, but unless it's recorded, it gets lost. Family history would get lost unless it's written or recorded in some way. A city's history will get confused and lost unless it's recorded. So it's very important to put these things on for future generations. When we're gone, whatever stories we have or memories we have will be gone with us unless they are recorded in some way. And this oral history project goes a long way to preserving important history of Sault Ste. Marie.
I think, and I seem to realize it more as I get older, that it is nice to know what went on before, and what we've added on to it, and what we hope our children will add on to it.
When you read my story, you'll realize that I wasn't very shy. There are some things that some people may not even talk about. But now when I look back, I'm sort of proud of it too, because my dad took a lot of chances, and he paid for some of the things he did, and I'm very proud of him. He was a good Canadian, and I hope my kids are thrilled that their lineage is in Sault Ste. Marie, and they were contributors to a great city.
Wendy, is this project going to be going forward, and are you looking for people to participate in the future?
We're just beginning. We are finally able to say, hey, Sault Ste. Marie, this belongs to you. There's been a very small handful of us. I've mentioned Kathy Chinook, Madge Sanderson, Joanne Farkas, and currently Karen Montgomery Jones have really been our core team. There have been volunteers across the board in logo design, web design, the whole kit and caboodle in terms of trying to make this look as real and professional and as grounded as we can. And we're at 40 interviews, and that's without really even beginning to recruit. So now we're hoping people are going to step forward and we can form production teams and get people out there, because it's there are thousands of stories. We at least have 400 people on our list right now.
To access these important historical memories, you can visit the Sault Ste. Marie Public Library website. For Shaw TV, I'm Ann Gordonier.